mirror, and you can find the words. Also, you can even to discover how's the life, how's the Jesus, we call it Isa in the Arabic, Jesus, how he born, and how he, how his mother, born him, and how he sent his message to the Bani Israel. The Quran consists manifest revelation, wahi zahir, which is defined as the communication from the God to Prophet Muhammad to convey by the angel Jibreel in the very word of the God. This one is the Quran as a revelation. And also that I showed before, the hadith, they call Wahyul Batin. Wahyul Batin is the inside revelation, internal revelation. That is the consistent inspiration, ilham, is like inspiration or like dream, from the God to Prophet Muhammad. And the letter conveyed the concept, his own word, as the hadith. So I hope they can distinguish two main concepts of the Islam, hadith and Quran. Quran is the revelation, is the speech of the God, and hadith is the word of the Prophet Muhammad by his own self, and also this hadith is the holy word. We don't say we ignore this hadith, but also the Muslim, they following the hadith because the hadith is like the subsection of the tree. When any tree, they have branches. So the Quran is like the pillars, the main of the tree, and the hadith is the branches, and the fruit that result of your deeds. And there is one scholar, an Arabic scholar, he's called Ibn Taymiyyah. He said, the Quran is the door and the pillars of Islam, and the hadith is the explanation of the Quran. So without hadith, without the inspiration of the God, the speech of the Prophet Muhammad, we cannot understand the Quran. Even the Muslim now in the world, maybe percentage, some they know the Quran as 10%, some 5%, some they 20%. Unfortunately, a lot of Muslims, they don't have much care about the Quran, and the Quran, indeed, they need more, the reflection and more understanding. Until now, we find some signs regarding the Quran, as the moon, the cycle of the moon. Now they discover one, Pakistani scholars. Also, distinguish the stamp of the finger of the human, also in the Quran. So many signs, also until now, also the planets in the world. The Quran is 11, but now the NASA, they discover a new one, 9. So maybe after 3 years, they will discover 11. The beginning of the Quran, revelation. How the revelation come in Laylatul Qadr. We already mentioned this Layla, in the 27th, or one of the last nights, the last 10 nights, the month of the Ramadan. After the Prophet Muhammad had passed the 40 years of his life, that is round of the year 610. These are the calendar of the centuries, the sun. But also the Muslim have also another calendar when they start the Hijrah upon the Prophet Muhammad. During the seclusion in the cave of the Hira is the place when the Prophet received the Quran. How the revelation come, as we know, the revelation come to Rasulullah by two kinds. The first, the Rasulullah, as Aisha, his wife of Rasulullah, she narrated that hadith Ibn Hisham asked Allah, Rasulullah, Messenger of Allah, how is the divine inspiration revealed to you? How how the Quran they come into you? Prophet peace upon him, he said, as the ringing of the bell, this from this inspiration is the hardest of the all. This one also of the one of the miracle of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, because this word of the God is very hard to handle and to grasp it. So before the Prophet Muhammad peace upon him received the Quran, we believe as Muslim, as the Hadith, the Prophet has the God wash his heart 2 times, because it's preparation. We are human beings. Even some news, breaking news, we can give us chocolate. How about the speech of the God? They need, more preparation and confidence, and God, they prepare Prophet Muhammad to give him the strong message. Also, the second kind of how the revelation come, sometimes the angel come in the form of the man and talk to me and grasp whatever he said. This in the Al-Bukhari is one of the reference of the Hadith. So there is 2 kinds. The second kind, or the types of the revealed come, is by man. Angel, he come in as the man, and he taught the Prophet Muhammad. As also in the Hadith, we have many stories of the Jibreel, he come as the man, and he talked to the Prophet Muhammad. Characteristic of the Quran, there is many characteristics of the Quran, but I select some of them, and I hope I get to the most important of them. The prayer is only valid when the Muslim reciting the prescribed chapter in that the Prophet has taught us. The one of the 5th pillar of the Islam is Salah, it's prayer. So without reciting the Quran, this prayer, it's not valid. It's like you're making exercise. Because when you see the Muslim now, he like doing exercise like yoga in Chinese. They use some. But this exercise at the same time, they have recitation very loudly, and sometimes the silence. So without reciting the Quran, it's not necessary to memorize all the Quran as the Muslim, but it's very good to memorize the Quran as you get more knowledge and reward. But the prayer, it needs at least some chapters of the Quran, and this chapter is very small. And the Quran, the God, it gives this message easy to the Muslim. So many Muslims, they take in the small chapters and they perform it in prayer easily. There is no prayer, this hadith of the Prophet Muhammad, there is no prayer for whoever does not read Fatiha of the book. This one, the Fatiha of the book, is the first chapter of the Quran. And this Fatiha is meaning like dua, to praise to the God. And Prophet, peace upon him, he says, if you don't prefer the Fatiha, the first chapter, in your prayer is not valid. This first characteristic. The second characteristic of the Quran will be protected from change, alteration. Allah said in translated me in this one chapter 59, we have sent down the revelation and surely we will guard it. Inna nazzalna dhikra wa inna lahu lahafidun al-Arabi. In the chapter 59. The meaning of this, the ayah verses, that God, they protect the Quran revelation from any changing or any correction. The previous books, I hope that nobody can blame me. The previous books, such as the Torah and the Gospel, is the old names of the Bibles. Now New Testament by the James, they call Bible, but it's the Gospel, the Old Testament. We changed it, altered by Jewish and the Christian. As we are Muslim, we believe there is previous book, as the Bible now, and the Torah is regarding to Jewish. But these books have some mischanging from the human being. That's why the Islam they come in the final revelation to, to clean up the previous book, and even also to make comprehensive, because the other books like the Torah, now if you check the religious people, the Jewish people, they say we are selected people in this area, and they don't allow to other people to join their religion. So that's mean this is for minority people, and it's like monopolizing. For example, the Christian, the Christian is part of us, because we have many chapters in the Quran. They mention the Christians. They say the best, religions, and those kindness religion after that we can deal with them is a Christian as a community. Also, the Quran is free. The third characteristic, the Quran is free from the contradiction, as translated in the chapter 4. The Quran has been made easy to recite and memorize. Now, you can see the world, many languages, many different backgrounds. And the Quran is Arabic, but a lot of people who cannot able to speak Arabic. But subhanAllah, it's amazing to find people reciting the Quran. And the Quran, the words is stranger than the ordinary speech of the Arabic people. Arabic people, they use simple word, but the Quran, there is symphony and some difficult word to recite. And you see, like the Pakistan, like in the Congo, like in South Africa, like in America, like in France, people they are not able to speak Arabic, but he able to speak to recite the Quran. This one of the facilities that gave the God to the human being to take it, the Quran, as easy to recite and to memorize. And we can find it in the chapter 54. Fifth characteristic of the Quran, the internal miracle that can never be reproduced or mimicked in any form or shape. This one is the miracle is safe from God. Also in the chapter 10 we find, or we say in Muhammad is project. It say bring it down surah like into that the challenge that God challenge those disbelievers. They say this Quran is like speech of the Prophet. It's like poetry or like some poetry or like something like lyric. So we challenge them. We give only one word or one sentence if you are able to challenge the Quran, and they can never do it. And the sixth characteristic of the Quran, tranquility and peace will be seen of those who are silent. Is empathy. When someone reciting the Quran, you feel more tranquility and calm amongst those people they hearing the Quran. And we find it also in the Hadith, one of the references of the speech of the Prophet, Messenger peace upon him. He said, no group of the people meet in one of the house of Allah, mosque, for proposal reciting the Quran and studying amongst themselves. But tranquility will descend on them, and the mercy will fill them. The angel will accompany them, and Allah will mention them to those who are with him, the angel and him. Also, in this tranquility, you can get also another benefit in this hadith, that you can get reward from the God. So the recitation of the Quran is not only for doing worship or saying the worship. No, at the same time, each word, not each word, each letter. each word, like the Arabic word, for example, we give in the Quran, innahu, like one word. So this word, thank you. For example, we say innahu la Qur'anun kareem fi lawhin, sorry, fi lawhin mahfuz. It's chapter 82. How it's further that Allah protect the Quran. So when you're reciting the Quran, each letter you say innahu. There is 3 letters here. So you get one letter, you get 10 reward. So how the advantage of reciting the Quran? A lot of it. So that even we are not praying, we just reciting the Quran as normally sitting, or even you're listening, you can get rewards. And all these rewards in your skull and balance in the day of the judgment. The Quran cleans the heart from the ills of the shirk and hypocrisy. Some of the ayat and surah of the Quran also have cure for the ills of the body, such the Al-Fatiha that I mentioned before. The Fatiha, Prophet music, and the Sahaba to cure themselves when he has headache or he has temperature or has some like fever. Just reciting the Fatiha, because we all of us, we just looking and hope God to cure us. And even this capsule or some to go to medical, to medicine, all these tools. So that's why we're trying to keep the communication. That's the first introduction that I give to you. The syllabus communication between the man and the God. This communication, the God, they guide you and protect you from the evils. So this one hypocrisy also is a kind of the bad and disease of the humans. So the righteous Muslim, he recited the Quran as he believed that he can remove his hypocrisy and